good with you? It is your boy, Travis Kimley, coming back to you with another one. And we have Geovonnie here with us tonight. How you doing, Geovonnie?
I'm doing well, man. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Absolutely pumped about this live for tonight. So first, because I haven't been live in quite some time. Second, because all of my wonderful friends and subscribers are completely dragging me because my last live experience was a terrible experience. So many technical difficulties, so we're definitely hoping for a better one. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, because this is a Trucker Path Live, and we have some very exciting giveaways to do tonight, we've got some just great information, so I'm extremely pumped up about this, man. So glad you're here.
Well, thank you for having me on here, and I hope that I can answer any of the questions and make sure everyone who's watching this stream has a good understanding of what we do and how we can help you guys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So that is definitely, and before you start your introduction, that is probably my favorite thing about Trucker Path. I think I'm just a guy who really values efficiency, man. I really value efficiency. If there's a better way to do it, there's a more efficient way, if I can save energy, money, time, whatever the case may be, and that's what y'all are all about. So that's why I love Trucker Path. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? How did you get into the trucking industry?
Well, first, I'm Geovonnie. I am one of the product managers here at Trucker Path. And basically what I do is I help the company understand what you, the users, as truckers want in a navigation app. So Trucker Path, the easiest way to understand that is combining Waze and Yelp, but making it just for truckers. Because as you know, you can take your car just about any highway you want, just about any gas station you want. You're not doing that with a reefer. You're not doing that with a flatbed. So that's what Trucker Path comes in at. We make a navigation app that helps you, the trucker, get from point A to point B as efficiently as possible. So
I love it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I love it, man. How'd you get into this industry, man?
Honestly, I'm out of Georgia State in Atlanta. I got recruited to come here to Arizona on some of the scholarships they had here and some of the work programs. And Trucker Path reached out to me as a company that was innovative because I wanted to work with a company that did something that was impactful. You got all these companies out here that just, they make an app, they make money. Trucker Path makes an app that's a little different. One second.
Yeah, no problem.
They make an app that's a little different because it's not based on just getting a lot of money. It's about putting back to the community. And how we do that is we drive the community to give us data. So one of the biggest things that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will definitely just say right after you said that, we speaking to the audience, to the subscribers, I invite you to like the video, of course, subscribe, but we definitely have the right person on live tonight, right? Like if you have a suggestion, if you got a comment, if something's not working, this is the guy we want to have on live tonight. So that is completely awesome. So let's go ahead. Many of you may have seen the video from yesterday on my channel. We have some giveaways tonight, right? Trucker Path has graciously offered 10 diamond membership passes. These will be basically, you're getting a diamond membership for 6 months, okay, for the free. I mean, but I guess you got to do something, okay? So let me lay a little ground rules. This is basically going to be a comment-driven giveaway, okay? So that's all I'm going to give to you right now. You got to have your keyboard ready, okay? You need to be ready to comment. You need to be ready to drop an answer to a question, okay? So you just really need to be ready, okay? So we're going to do one of the giveaways right now, all right? We're just going to go ahead and just test the waters a little bit, okay? Test the waters, okay? So if you know the answer to this question, the first person who comments the answer is going to get the first diamond membership that Trucker Path is giving away, all right? And the way it's going to work is, we're working off of the comments on YouTube. Sometimes you press enter and it just seems like you are the first one. However, YouTube records the comments. That's what we have, okay? I will be reaching out to all of these people by way of a video, all of the winners of those diamond memberships, and you will be instructed to email me, and I will be throwing this email up throughout the night, all right? So let's go through the first one, all right? First giveaway is this. Finish the following sentence. It's not about what you believe. It's ... It's not about what you believe. It's ... I'm absolutely going to love this. This is going to be so fun. Wait till you see the other ones. The other ones are great also. It's not about what you believe. It's ... All right? So that Ride with Kev, it looks like so. So the prelims are showing Riding with Kev's got it. So we're gonna check that out. So Riding with Kev, if it looks like on YouTube, you are the first one who commented. Go ahead and email me, kenleyfreight@gmail.com, and we are going to hook you up. We're gonna hook you up. All right. So Geovonnie, if you will, if you will just tell us kind of what is Trucker Path, right? If there's someone on here right now that's never downloaded Trucker Path, they've never used Trucker Path, what is Trucker Path? Is it only to America? Like actually maybe an hour ago or so, I've got a friend from Canada, and he asked, well, like, do they have like a Canadian version, or, you know, could a Canadian version win Diamond membership? I looked on the app and I was like, well, there's Canadian truck stops on here, so I don't see why not. So just what is Trucker Path for someone who has no idea?
So Trucker Path is, like I kind of mentioned before, that Waze and Yelp. Now that's our navigation piece of it. Trucker Path, actually, we have a couple of different platforms. So not only do we help you get there from point A to point B with navigation, if you are an owner operator, you also have the option to find loads and book loads with our Truck Loads app, which is our load board. And let's say you step up one more level, you're like, you know what? I've been moving these trucks for a while, making a little money. I'm going to get some other trucks underneath my wing. We can help you with our command section where you can actually start dispatching trucks. So we have a couple different ways for you to use our platform. And what we want to do, like I said, is we want to make sure that we're there for the truckers. So no matter what stage you are, company driver, owner operator, small fleet owner, we have a product for you. So that's one of the biggest things for it. Now with the navigation app, kind of like I was telling you before, with that Waze and that Yelp section, Yelp allows you to find those point of interest. And with Trucker Path, those point of interest are going to be a little bit different from Yelp. You need to know where weigh stations are. You need to know where fuel stations you can go to. You need to know how to avoid tolls. And that's what we get. And we get that from some of our third-party partners. But our main driver is you guys. It's the truckers. You guys go on our app. You say, hey, this weigh station's here. This is what the traffic's looking like. Oh, this fuel station's here. You can actually get in from the north side or the south side. And that's what makes us a little bit different, because when you navigate with us, we're not just getting you from where you're starting to where you're going. We're going to actually show you, hey, when you get there, swing around the corner and come around the backside, because that's going to be the easiest way to get your flatbed in there. So we really want to drive that data that we get from the users onto our platforms. It's also the feedback. So sometimes you guys say like, oh, this route actually sucks because you hit a lot of red lights, or there are a lot of sharp turns in there that are hard for truckers to get through. We listen to that data, we take it, we make adjustments. So that's really what we are as Trucker Path. We are a company that listens to our users and try to provide a platform that's driven to make you guys more efficient, because when you're more efficient, you guys make more money.
That's right. That's right. I know there are a number of people in the comments that would agree with that. And just a moment, man, JL and Liz, I know y'all are in here. I know y'all are moderators in here. If you'll keep track of the people making jokes in here, if you'll keep track of any questions that are actually directed for Geovonnie, if you got a question for Geovonnie, please type it in. I will be trying to check in with it for sure. But I love that. Now, tell me, is indeed, I imagine a Canadian trucker could also use Trucker Path. What is the boundary? Is it worldwide? What's the boundary there?
So currently we are working to service all of North America. And that's going to include Mexico as well as Canada. So as we expand, we get more users, we get more data, we'll be able to provide more accurate navigation to those countries. Right now, the United States is our primary focus, but we are, like I said, Canada and going down south. Those are two areas that we're also focusing on as well. So you were right. You will see some navigation points that are in Canada. That's because we are expanding. Yeah,
that's awesome. So Madman, if you're in here, I hope you win. I can't really rig it anyway for you to win. Just the way I've structured the entire thing, there's really no way for me to interject. So I hope you win, just so you can be, one of the early Canadian users. Yeah, but that's great. Because when I looked at the Canadian map, I mean, in my opinion, I've never been to Canada, but I felt like there was a significant number of, there were truck stops. I saw parking areas. I felt like there was a significant number of stops on there. So I think that's really awesome, man. So yeah, that's great. I will say, before we move on, I remember one of the videos, occasionally I'll kind of drop a trucker path video. I remember one of the videos was the ability for us to add locations. And I thought that was cool because I don't remember. There was a driver from Prime who had sent me basically a layer of a Google map I could put on my app, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it showed me all these different restaurants he'd stop to eat at and everything, So I always thought that was cool because myself, I know a couple other truckers that I know, we're kind of fans of the local truck stops. I mean, the big chains are great, don't get me wrong. And that's where my fuel discounts are, and I got to go there, right? They've got tons of showers. I don't have to wait as long. But, man, the local truck stops, man, sometimes those places are great. So it's great to be able to add a location, to be able to favorite a location. I know I definitely do that on Trucker Path. So that is awesome. That is definitely awesome. So let's go to another giveaway because I'm so excited about this. Now, this one's a little bit different. This is indeed the Trucker Path edition, is a question, a Trucker Path question. And this question is this. According to Trucker Path, how many parking spots does Iowa 80 have? That would be the TA in Walcott, Iowa, I-80 at exit 284. How many parking spots does Iowa 80 have? And again, we see the prelim results in the comments here. However, you have to I'm just going to go on the YouTube live recording after it processes and uploads, and I'm going to just see the comment that way. Over 500. That's great, heathens. That's solid, bro.
Just threw one out there.
Yeah, just threw it out there. Good and well, Trucker Path does not say over 500, and we have Jerry H in the prelim. He's got it. Captain Dave, you're close, but it looks like Jerry H has it first with 900, according to Trucker Path. So let's put Johnson's Logic on blast real quick. I was talking to Johnson's Logic on FaceTime. And, almost everybody in this live, you've been to Faithful Trucker. Sir, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, brother. Almost everybody on this live has been to Iowa 80 at least once, I imagine. So, the parking lot looks huge. And Johnson's Logic is like, I don't know, like 350? Like, bro, there's more parking spots than 350. So, Jerry H., I hope you're the first one on the YouTube comment list after I go through. So, Jerry H., indeed, if you're looking at the YouTube comment list and you see you're the first one, I invite you to email me at kinleyfreight@gmail.com. If you'll just email me your contact information, I'm going to forward that to Trucker Path so that they can pass it on to you directly. Okay, so, Geovonnie.
Yep.
Now, this is something I definitely like, and you kind of mentioned a little bit of it that, Trucker Path is looking forward to expanding throughout North America. Is there anything else y'all are looking forward to? What are y'all kind of looking over the horizon like? These are things we'd like to do. Maybe these are things we'd like to get better at. Maybe is there something that the trucking community can help y'all with?
Yep, there's two things. One, we want to increase user engagement. And two, we want to show the trucking community that we have these other platforms for you to use as well. So I'm going to start with the user engagement. One of the things that we're doing, we kind of copied it from Google, is the Pathfinder program. And there's a simple form you can fill out on our Trucker Path app, ask a couple questions, and once you're enrolled in that Pathfinder program, you are able to earn what we call Trucker Path currency from writing reviews, answering questions, and just providing a higher level quality of user input. And what we do is as you accrue those points or those Trucker Path currencies, you can trade those in for US currencies or real monetary things. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to put money back in your pockets for helping us understand what's out on the road, because sure, we have a lot of guys on the back end and gals on the back end who can help find these POIs or update this information, but who knows better than you when you're at that truck stop or at that weigh station or looking at parking and going, oh, I got to pay for parking here. You guys can give us those updates so much faster, and we find value in that. So we want to kind of reward you guys for that with that Pathfinder program. And as you enroll in that Pathfinder program, we actually put a badge next to your name. When you put comments on our app, those comments are promoted a little bit as on top of getting the rewards for giving us that input. So for us, the user input is the most important thing because you guys drive our app, literally. If you're not driving and using our app, we don't make money. So we're like, what can we do to make the app better? So for anybody watching this stream, feel free to reach out to us and let us know, hey, there's some options that we wish to have. Like you said, Google Maps with that overlay on top. We knew about that, and that's what kind of got to get into the Trucker Path Navigation app, was giving that overlay specifically for truckers. We got that from user feedback. So adding different things such as harsh turns. As a person who doesn't drive a truck, harsh turn to me is something that you only do on a track. I don't know that anything at a certain degree can be kind of hard for you guys. So getting that input from you guys is critical. Now on the multi-platform aspect, understanding that, yes, we want to grow with you. So if you're one of the people who just started trucking due to the pandemic, and understanding that trucking is a very profitable business, you can own your own business. It's a way to be independent. When you first start out, we can give you those tools to help you get going. We can set you up with navigation. We can help you find loads if you're going to be an owner operator. And as you grow, we can show you some of our other features, such as our command app, where you can dispatch and manage your own truck. So really, we want to be there for you at every stage. And we have guys in different departments that can walk you through those different areas. So one thing that I want to do is make sure that my contact information is available for anyone who needs it. So feel free to give that out to anyone who has a question they want to reach out to us directly. And I can help not only take in that user feedback, but also make sure we point you in the right direction. Because before I got into this industry, I thought all truckers were the same. Everyone drove what I thought was an 18-wheeler, and they got from Iowa to Georgia. Now that I'm in the industry, I understand you could have a van, you have a reefer, you can have so many different types, and they all drive differently. And that's one thing that we do on our app is when we navigate you, it's specific to what you're driving. When you ask questions, we try to give you those answers specific to how you're doing it. So getting those way station information, knowing those truck stops, that user data is critical. And we want to make sure from point A to point B, not only you being navigated, but you know that your voice actually matters on our platform.
Yeah, I love that, man. I also love that. So I just want to confirm I can share your email on here with everyone watching, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'll create a new one if you guys spam me, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, cool, man. I just straight up created a banner because I was definitely going to ask that. I know you guys are interested in user feedback, and I absolutely love that. I've invited it from other people on my channel, and I've gotten a little bit in the past, but I love that you all are just inviting a user feedback. Trucker Path, right? It's on your website. I'm not tooting your horn for you because, I don't really get paid to toot your horn for you. Like I get paid more to help somebody with a horse around the corner than I get paid to toot a horn for you, right? However, it's on the website that y'all are the most popular trucking app. And outside of load boards, y'all probably do have the most trucking traffic, right? Like right after the load board, we're going to Trucker Path because we got to find a place to sleep. We want to know how busy the Love's is because we're looking to grab a shower. We want to know if there's Godfather's Pizza at the Pilot, at the Love's, or if there's a Subway at the Pilot. We're looking at all these questions, and literally, I don't know if there's any other place that we can go outside of Trucker Path that has answers to those questions, man.
And so let's we're actually when you look at our platform, I look at it two different ways. First, size. We're the number 3 navigation app on the App Store, Google or Apple. And when I say navigation, I don't mean trucking navigation. I mean navigation. So for us to be very segmented, that we only focus on truckers and we're number 3, shows our scale. We have about 1 million active users on our platform, and that's just a navigation platform every month. So yeah, we're here to play. We're one of the big boys when it comes to navigating. But you get that if you really dive into it. Look at our ratings on those app stores. We're always highly rated, and it's not because we're paying people off. It's not because we're boosting our ratings. It's because we're trying to provide that product that the users want. And when you guys don't like something, I've seen it. You put it in the app store reviews. You send us emails. We see those emails, and we're like, all right, we need to change this ASAP. And we try to get those updates as fast as possible. So that's one thing I'm always stressing. When you guys have a question or you have a concern or you want to provide feedback, let us know. One of the reasons why they brought me on board to Trucker Path was to get that user experience. So one thing that I'm doing is I'm creating a focus group. So anyone who's interested, just go ahead and shoot that information over to my email. And in that focus group, we're going to kind of put in some situations or kind of talk about some features that we're thinking about introducing to the public and get that user feedback. Because like I said, no one knows it better than people actually doing it. I'm behind a computer all day long. I'm just simulating and I'm trying to assume is this something that someone who's been driving for 6 hours straight wants? Why don't we just ask you guys directly? So that's what we want to do with that focus group. But yeah, when it comes to size, we're that guy.
That's awesome, man. Wow, man. I didn't know y'all were the third largest. I tell you what, man, if I still had my prime truck, uh, okay, so pause. My friend Liz just put, my parents have a camper, and she got her mom to download Trucker Path, and her mom loves it.
Hey, I can understand
That's
why.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Okay, so let's get to this comment. Thank you, JL. Y'all, if I missed your question, just keep typing them. I'm going to get to you, man. JL forwarded a question from Admiral Reefer asking, what's the cost for premium? I guess the premium membership. I think there's different levels of membership. Is there? Or I'm just going to let you go ahead with it.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to read off a little bit on this. I'll make sure I don't miss anything. Annually, if you want to just hit it one time, it's $99 a year for our gold membership. And it's about $249.99 a year for our diamond. And that's what you're giving away today is 6 months of that diamond. So anyone who is on this stream, I highly recommend you get to those answers quickly because saving a good chunk of change is half a year for free just for answering the question. So I would definitely be on that. Now with those two memberships, you're going to get with the gold membership, you're going to get the truck routing, you're going to get the turn by turn, the prediction. One thing that's really beneficial is not getting ads and that way station information. And when you switch over to the diamond section, you're going to be able to add unlimited stops to your trip. You're going to get the HOS optimization as well as your fuel optimization as well. We have a bunch of different features when it comes to the night mode, getting that badge, downloading maps offline, because as you know, when you're driving, not everywhere has a cell phone tower. So you want to make sure you have that information, whether you have service or not. So just some of the main features that you get with the diamond membership, and that's what you're giving away. So you can do it as $249 a year, or you can break that down to $29.99 a month. So however you want to do it, we do have those options. But honestly, today we're trying to give away some free diamonds. So let's see if we can get that.
I think that's absolutely amazing. So Sam Weller, Sam, I thank you for following the channel. I know I've seen your name for quite a long time. He wants to know, can he basically download Trucker Path and I guess upload it onto our Garmin Diesel, like our trucker GPS?
So there may or may not be things in the background to help users have our platform on other devices in the future. It's not something that we're doing 100% today, but it's something that we've heard before. We understand the need for that. So we are working to get those things in place. It just takes time because let's say Garmin, we not only have to write things on our side, but we have to make sure that the coding works on Garmin's side too. And it's for each and every model. So it's a little more complicated than just copying and pasting our platform onto another electronic device. So it will take some time, but let's just say that feedback's been noted and it will be passed along that people do want it.
Yeah, that's a huge partnership when you kind of go through everything that would need to be done. But man, that would shut the absolute game down. Let's see. So we already got what's the cost of the premium. Okay. So y'all, yeah, like I said, is it my phone or are we repeating ourselves on this channel? American Trucker, I'm probably repeating myself on this channel. What's large election form? And y'all talking about trucking and everything. Okay, so look, if I missed your question, just repeat the question. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, we got one more question. I see that's pertinent. Is there a plan to update fuel prices on route? That would help a lot. Okay, before you answer, PK Transportation. So I rode my motorcycle approximately 300 miles today. It was the first time I really used a regular gas pump in quite some time. You know, shop for gas that, you know, I didn't have some sort of work discount on or something. And I thought to myself, while I'm pumping, the price is probably increasing. So, you know, as far as this month goes, probably this spring, maybe even, I don't think anybody can keep up with fuel prices. But nevertheless, is there a plan to update fuel prices on route?
So that is a complicated question. It's something that we can handle two ways. So I'll give you two different scenarios. One, we could get that information from you guys. As you guys are at the pump, you let us know. Sometimes it takes us time to vet that information. Someone could put into our database, hey, unleaded's $99 a gallon. So we need to be able to sift through it. So the faster way is to actually work with the gas companies and for them to update us live. So that's something that like I said, we're working on making sure that it's a fully implemented feature. getting the speed is the speed and the accuracy is the hardest part because it takes time and you have to have a lot of service for that. So it's something that we are going to be pushing. Just keep checking the app, look out for those updates, make sure you're on the current version, and you should see it in the coming future as a fully functioning updating feature.
Man, dude, this is an extremely exciting live. I knew it would be. I knew the giveaways were going to be great. So we're going to do another giveaway, and this information is great. And honestly, sitting here and imagining me being able to use Trucker Path on my Garmin is really exciting. I think I would still need my phone just because there are certain times you're not in the truck, you need to check on something. You know, sometimes I'm in a hotel room, I need to check on something, or I need to see, well, if I drive 600 miles from here, where will that put me near? What stops will that put me near? But man, the ability to have it on my Garmin too would be nuts. That would really change the game. So
hey, like I said, with that user feedback, if y'all really want it on Garmin, pull up to Garmin's headquarters and say, hey, partner with
That's right.
Let's get this going.
That's right.
That'll make them want to push that integration a little bit faster. So hey, the power's in y'all hands. We can do what we can do, but
yeah,
every little bit from y'all help as much.
That's right. We the people up in here. I do invite all 25 people or so who are watching this YouTube live to immediately go to Garmin's website, go to their contact us tab or, whatever the case may be, and just ask them, hey, have y'all heard of Trucker Path? It seems like the perfect partnership. You should call them tomorrow morning, So let's do another giveaway. This is the Prime Ink Edition giveaway. This is the Prime Ink question. I started at Prime Ink. I got my CDL at Prime Ink. I should have grabbed my yellow vest as a live prop for today. But y'all know I started at Prime Ink with my yellow vest, and y'all know all the rookies walk around Walmart with the yellow vest. They want everybody to know they're a CDL driver. So I said, you know what? One of these giveaways has got to be kind of targeted toward the Prime driver. So, Prime driver for giveaway number 3. The question is this: which macro communicates I commit to wearing my seatbelt? First one that comments, of course, we got the prelims here on StreamYard. I can see the comments going here. Nevertheless, I will be going through the YouTube. If you are looking at YouTube right now and you see I am the first one who commented, I do invite you. Riding with Kev, you already won. Zach Miller put 53. So I invite you, if you see you're the first one, Sam Weller put 31. Sam Weller, how do y'all know that? He put joking. You're not joking. Whatever. Sam Weller, on my screen, you're the first one to have commented Macro 31. It is Macro 31. How do you know that, Riding with Kev? That is like... So, Geovonnie, just to explain kind of what's going on, yes, Heathens, there is a macro for that. So at Prime, a macro is a text message, right? But it's a text message template, right? So maybe if I was going to send you a macro, if you're my dispatcher, I'd send you a macro that says, I arrived at such and such location. Gives you a timestamp, communicates to you that I arrived. So there's a macro that says, I commit to wearing my seatbelt, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to work right now. I would never send a macro that says, I commit to wearing my seatbelt, right? How do these guys even? Oh, he put Prime app. He's quick with his fingers. Okay. Well, Sam Weller, if you can see that indeed you are the first one to have commented that, I invite you to email me at kinleyfreight@gmail.com. That's kinleyfreight@gmail.com. And I want you to make sure you like and subscribe. I bet you have, because you've been on the channel for quite some time. Glad you got a diamond membership. I truly hope you enjoy it. So, let's go and see if we have any more questions here. Let's see, JDQ, I saw your name scroll by just now. Travis knows I don't care. How about roadside assistance contact locations? That's a good question. Geovonnie, so now Sam, of course, okay. So Sam is asking us about roadside assistance contacts and locations. Is that in Trucker Path? Now, of course, we're going to, not include the truck stops that have roadside assistance built in them. But let's say Travis Kinley's mechanic shop. Is that something we can find on Trucker Path?
So yes, we are adding what you're talking about is more of a localized point of interest. So we
That's
have,
right.
when it comes to roadside services, we do have our partner that if you go on the app, you go to services, you will see that 24/7 roadside service that you can call and then figure things out with them. Now, making it a point of interest, that's going to be a little more unique. So that's a feature where, as the truckers, you could say like, "Hey, there's Bob's truck stop that I can help you, on a pinch if you're, broken down at 2 a.m. in the morning. He can get you there because you're in his area." That's something when we get that information, and like right now, you're saying, "Hey, Joe, this is something that we want." You send that over to us, and we figure out how can we map that because that's some data that not all those companies are going to be on Google or online because a lot of those companies have been
That's
around for
right.
a while. They may not be tech savvy. The only way we're going to get that
That's right.
information is if you guys send it to us. We get enough of it, we do some research, vet it, make sure it's a real company, contact them, do the process, and then add them to our platform. So that is something that we can definitely
Yeah.
do. We just need that information from you guys. We are working in the background on not only doing something like that, but very similar things where it's very, I'd say, localized information. To get that super localized information, we got to vet it and make sure it's good, but we get it from you guys.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, because I agree with you, right? All of these local places, especially sometimes they open, sometimes they close. So,
Mm-hmm.
by the time you bet, they may be closed. But what I'm thinking is, of course, it would be truck driver driven, user driven. But maybe if we just had an icon, the same way we have the T for the local truck stops, the certain
Yep.
type of P for Petra, I don't know, what would you put, an M for mechanic? I don't know if we have an M already. But yeah, great idea, Sam
Yeah, that's
Weller.
something we
Sam
can do.
Weller, I
Yeah.
appreciate. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. And then we could just add these new locations, especially you could add your mechanic. Maybe you just want to support your mechanic's business and tell people, hey, look, this guy's right off the interstate. He's got 24/7 roadside assistance. So, yeah, I love it.
So, quick thing, just have Sam send me an email about that, and I can get him in
Yeah,
touch with our product manager who runs that, and we can try to see what we have currently and compare it to exactly what Sam's looking for, and see if that's something that we can, push down our product roadmap.
yeah. So, Sam Weller, there is Geovonnie's email right there if you want to shoot that idea to him as far as us being able to add new locations of mechanics and roadside assistance specifically. Great idea. I hadn't even thought of that before. Also, Sam, I did catch your comment there. I love your integrity. However, Riding with Kev has already won a membership, and he can't get two of them. We're not giving him a year's worth of diamond membership, and I
He
just
tried
made
though.
that rule up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what we won't be doing tonight. Okay. So Sam Weller, not only catch Geovonnie's email, which I'm going to shoot again, but also email me your contact information. Appreciate your integrity. But Riding with Kev won already. So let's see if we S for shop. JDQ says, "Hey JDQ, thanks for the super chat there, man. It's probably been like 4 months since I've had a super chat, dude." But JDQ also said either M for mechanic or S for shop. That makes sense because if it's like a trailer
Okay.
shop or any sort of shop, so pretty cool. Heathen, see you later. If you have, just drop your questions. If you have any questions for Geovonnie, y'all be patient with me, of course, because I'm kind of balancing a lot of different things. I'm reading some of your comments. Some of you guys are. Yes, Mike Millen, Prime had a macro for committing to wearing your seatbelt. Absolutely. So look, let's get to another giveaway because I told Geovonnie I was only going to have about 30, 45 minutes. I ain't trying to take up the man's night. So let's get to another giveaway. This one's for the Landstar people, okay? This one's for the Landstar people. Get ready with your keyboard. It's a very easy one. I felt it was actually easier than Prime's. Prime's you had to look in the app or something. But for the Landstar giveaway, what does the acronym BCO stand for? What does the acronym BCO stand for? Of course, we're going to have the prelims first here on StreamYard. I will confirm that indeed those people also are showing up on YouTube, as the first comment. JDQ, thank you for the super chat. How about our first day at orientation with Miss V? Miss V will probably never see this, but I wish she would. I really wish she would. I'll be honest with you. JDQ, man, I got a friend named Joe Sanford who plays blues on the guitar, and he's got a song called Memories, and the chorus goes, "What would life be without memories?" That is definitely a good one. Riding with Kev says, why doesn't Trucker Path make a GPS? Riding with Kev.
I can actually answer that.
Yeah, please.
We don't make a GPS because we like to make money. To make a GPS, you have to incorporate a lot of manufacturing process, source a lot of materials. And the one thing that you're hearing in the news a lot, chipset shortage. So trying to start a navigation app and throwing a device on top of that gets very costly. It's much more efficient to make the software for something and let that software get plashed around to different things. So just like Google, if you're an Android user, Google for the longest time didn't make a lot of phones. Even now, they make one or two variants of a phone, but they have their software that you can get on a lot of different devices because it's a lot easier to create that software and change that software than it is to change a device such as a GPS device. So just being straight up with you guys, it just costs a lot of money to do that, and to move that product quickly takes a long time, and you have these established players such as Garmin who's done it forever. So for us, we're creating a product super niche, only truckers are going to buy it, or someone's mom who has a camper van, she might pick that up too. But
big up to Liz.
Yeah. The market's super small for that device, whereas the market for a person who is using their phone who can just download an app, it's a lot higher. So that's why creating a physical device is a little more difficult.
Yeah, awesome. So at first I was thinking navigation when I read GPS, and then when you started answering the question, it made total sense. So, but then, yeah, your answer makes complete sense. That's great. So I'm looking at first to answer the giveaway here. I'm looking for the first person. I believe I saw the first person. Yep. So it is not Beneficial Cargo Owner, but that was a great guess. You know what? Y'all took too long. Johnson's Logic and Liz, that was your question right there. That was it right there. What happened? Instead, Southern Antics, he got it. Business Capacity Owners. Southern Antics, if you will, reach out to me, kinleyfreight@gmail.com. That's kinleyfreight@gmail.com. Send me your contact information. We're going to get you a diamond membership. That was a great question. So let me go back, though. I've got a buddy named Tim Count. Tim Count, man. Hey, Tim Count, are you busy, man? You know, after Geovonnie's done, I just want you to tell your story on my channel. Why is your YouTube name Tim Count? So tell me if you're busy. After Geovonnie goes off, I just want you to just take 15 minutes, tell everybody why your name's Tim Count. I think your story's amazing. Nevertheless, Tim Count had a question. Where you at, man? I'm trying to find it. Here we go. How do you get Trucker Path to show you a route starting from where you are not at? Example, my wife is looking for parking from home for me when I'm on the road.
So I'm going to try my best to show you on my phone, but I don't know if it's going to pick it up. You search for, here we go. When you search for navigation and it shows you your route, you are going to come here where it says current location. You're going to tap that and it's going to give you an X. Oops, let me get that out of here. And then you can actually just enter in exactly where you're at. So you can change it from your current location to wherever you want it to be. So if your wife needs to move it from where she's at to where you are, she can just change it that way. So it's actually when you get to the directions, you can do it there and adjust it from current location to wherever you need it to be. Yeah,
that's right. I even, you showed your phone on the screen. I even leaned in for a second, I'm like, dude, you know how to do that. Back up away from your screen. Someone asked, how do we win the giveaway? So check it out. I can't find the name. I'm scrolling so fast. Mr. BD Joker 2000. How do you win the giveaway? You just stick around. We've actually got another question coming up right now. I'm going to give y'all one hint, okay? One hint is you need to have Trucker Path downloaded on your phone. If you don't have Trucker Path downloaded on your phone, you're about to lose this question. Here's the question. According to Trucker Path, what is the name of the diner that is located in Kingman, Arizona's TA? That would be the TA in Kingman, Arizona, I-40 at exit 48. You see how I'm kind of excited to do this live now? Oh, yeah. It's basically like a TV show. It's like a game, you know? That's right. Kingman, Arizona's TA, I-40 at exit 48. What is the diner. Can you share the location on Trucker Path? Yep, Sam Weller. Also the mile marker. There you go. It's right there, Sam Weller. But you won already, Sam. You can't get another one either. Black Bear Diner, CB Trucking coming in strong. So the prelims are showing Black Bear Diner, JDQ, man. It looks on StreamYard, it looks like you're a couple seconds too late. But I don't know. That's great, though. CB Trucking on StreamYard, like I said, on StreamYard, it appears as if you were first. If indeed you were first, you can email me, kenleyfreight@gmail.com. That's kenleyfreight@gmail.com. Just email me your contact information. As a matter of fact, just your email, I believe, will work. I think they just need your email address in order to help you out there. So that's great. Let's check out. Yeah, I know. So let's give credit to Johnson's Logic. Johnson's Logic is the one who actually made up that question. We're just trying to find a question that you need to actually use your app in order to get. What are the plans to increase driver participation in Canada? Here we go. So he wants to know, what are the plans to increase driver participation in Canada? The biggest reason I don't use Trucker Path as often is because the updates aren't there. That's Madman.
That's a good question. So one of the things that we are doing is that Pathfinder program that I mentioned, because it's hard to make someone download your app and use it. We can incentivize you. We can show you a lot of ads. Everyone can tell you that it's great, but until you actually go on that app yourself and use it, you will never know if it's truly great. One of the things that we're doing is we're trying to get that user engagement to gain more places. We are working with our third-party partners to add more location stops in the Canada market. So we are going to be working on our side, but that user feedback is going to help get it there faster. So everyone wants to know, we use Waze as an example before Trucker Path for a reason. One of the reasons why Waze blew up so fast was because they had a lot of user participation. As a person who may or may not have driven a few sports cars in my life, when I found out there was an app that told me where cops were, I downloaded that app as fast as possible. And Waze doesn't do that just because, they willy-nilly. They did that for a purpose. They got users to get engaged with it, because when I saw a cop, I wanted to participate too, because I may or may not have saved a ticket because I got an alert that there was a cop right around the bend. So getting that user engagement helps me as a user go, oh, okay, thank you for the information, and I want to give back now for the next person. And once you get that cycle rolling, you get more participation. And for us, we see it as, okay, we do have a lot of participation and a lot of demand in Canada. Let's invest more money in updating those areas, getting better navigation routes. So it's one of the things, if you want to see it, you got to use it. You got to let us know you're using it and get other people to use it. We're going to keep investing, keep expanding that product, but it takes two to tango.
Yeah. Man, I really appreciate that. What I'm saying is I really appreciate that this really is user driven, that, while talking, I kind of imagine, F5 truckers in Canada started using it, then you probably get 7. And after 7, you'll get 9, because they'll keep looking at it and they'll keep talking about it. Well, how do you know there's a spot over there? Well, because I use Trucker Path. I just know there's a spot over there. Or you check for your friend. Hey, man, where you stopping at tonight? Oh, such and such. Oh, man, it says it's full, like every day at 2 p.m. I don't know if you want to go over there.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that it's user driven. I love that.
That's the thing. If those 5 users from Canada use it, you guys can actually make money using it. We don't want you to just use it and just tell people about it. We will incentivize you with that Pathfinder program. Put in those reviews, add those stops, give us that feedback. We're going to make sure you are incentivized as well as we can. And as it continues to grow, you join our focus groups, you do those things like that, you're going to be a part of our team. We literally go through emails where we have long relationships with truckers who have helped provide feedback that was critical to our development. And we're like, hey, what do you think about this feature? So you're going to get that direct engagement with us, and we're going to keep adding new stops, new point of interest based off of what you guys tell us, as well as what we get from our third-party partners. So, yeah, make sure you sign up for that Pathfinder program, especially if you're in Canada. Make sure you provide as much feedback as you can, because all that's welcome, and we're going to make sure we reward you for it.
Yeah, certainly. Hey, Johnson's Logic, I just want to say thank you again. I see you saying you're writing down questions. Sam Weller. So when I read your question, I thought that question was in reference to the giveaway question. So I don't think I understand your question. Maybe Geovonnie, you might understand it. Let's go to Sam first. It says, can you share location on Trucker Path? Also mile marker. Like, are you saying share your personal location or what?
Yeah, I think if I understand right, he wants it to like ping where he's at now and send that information to someone. We do offer that feature when you're moving loads with truckloads, our sister company. So if I understand correctly, you want to be able to let a company know or someone know, hey, I'm here and I'm going in this direction, and they can ping that. That is something that we've been talking about doing with the navigation side. It's a little more complex because we need to understand first a person who's sharing their location, do they want to continue sharing? Kind of like how you can do on Waze, where you can say, hey, I'm navigating to you, check me every 5 minutes to see how close I am to where I'm going. Or do you just want to share that location for a specific area? So if you just want it for a specific area for a one time, you can actually do that on the app by just clicking on the map, holding down where you are on the map, and it'll give you a very close approximate area. You can share that. But for sharing your precise location, using like your phone's GPS on you and having that continual pinging, that's something that we're developing, but we're trying to make sure we do it right because there are a lot of privacy laws out right now. So we want to make sure that that data is not being compromised, or you thought you shared it for one time and then you realize someone still has that access to that information.
Yeah, certainly. Hey, JDQ, I just want to say I got 10 counts question up, but I see your question. Don't worry about it. 10 count says, today a truck wash showed up on Trucker Path, but when I Googled it, it's been closed for 8 months. Good thing I checked and didn't finally drive there. How can we update business information?
So actually, I'm gonna try again to show you very crudely on the phone. Say this is the area that you want to go to. There we go. You can actually click into it, and once you do, it'll give you the option to edit the review, which is going to be down here. And you can also make a suggestion. So what we do is when we get those suggestions on the business, that's where we find out, hey, this place is actually closed. So that's what I mean by giving that user input. You can go on your app right now, hit that location on that area and say, hey, this actually doesn't exist. Once we're going to make sure that actually is true, and then we'll go ahead and take it off. So literally the users can drive us taking off different businesses or adjusting their hours just by going on the app and suggesting an edit.
Awesome. So it looks like we have one more question. We're going to take JDQ's question, and I am 2 minutes over the time limit that I gave Geovonnie, so we're going to let him go after this. JDQ wants to know, is there a way on Trucker Path to narrow down just to show Walmarts that allow truck parking?
Actually, I was checking on the app just to make sure, and we don't have a filter for that. So typically when you select Walmart, it'll give you those lists of Walmarts. You can hit the filters, which is going to be right above that list of Walmarts. And I see a spot in that bottom right-hand corner where we can make sure that's there. So that is something, JDQ, thank you for that tip. If you don't mind, shoot me an email about that, and I can pass that along because that's something that we should be doing as soon as possible. So thank you for that, man. Yeah, absolutely. Because goodness, everybody knows the Walmart is the truth. You trying to find a Walmart just to get some groceries or something, you know? Being an OTR driver has been such an experience, you know, not coming from a family of OTR drivers or truck drivers at all, you know, it has been quite an experience. So Geovonnie, is there anything you want to close us out with? Anything you want to say before we go? I am going to give away the 5. Before you go, let me just give away the 5. So here's how this is going to work. Basically, the rest of the giveaways, we have 5 more left. The rest of the giveaways are going to be kind of lottery driven, if you will. So basically, when I close this live, it's going to process, it's going to save to my YouTube. I am then going to count those comments one by one, and then I'm going to generate 5 random numbers on Google. I'm going to record myself generating those numbers. I'm going to make a short, not myself, but I'm going to record the screen generating those numbers. I'm going to make a short on my YouTube to show you the numbers that were generated, and then it is those comments that will be chosen. It's those people. If somebody's chosen twice, you're going to, you know, I'm going to generate another number, and I'm going to record a video telling you who won those 5 diamond memberships. Make sure you look for that YouTube video, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss that video, because it sure would be a shame for you to miss out on a whole
diamond membership simply because you didn't ring the bell. I appreciate my diamond membership. It would be terrible for you to lose your diamond membership. So if you are interested in those any one of those 5 memberships, you still have time to pick me, TK. I can't. It's generating a random number. I really can't. So you still have time to comment it up, like, comment, whatever you want to do. Geovonnie, is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Just want to thank you guys for joining the stream today, but also being a part of our team. And when I say our team, I mean that Trucker Path team, using our app, giving the feedback. Yes, we do read those 1 and 2 star reviews. We don't just read the good ones. We appreciate all that feedback. Our goal is to get as many users as possible on our Pathfinder program, because that's what we want to do. Is we want to make sure anyone who takes the time to put in those reviews, put in those comments, help our other users answer, get those answers. We want to make sure you guys are incentivized. So we really do thank you guys for that. We appreciate all you guys do. And if you have a concern, let us know. And if you really want Garmin to work with us, you know what to do. I'm not going to say it twice, but you know what to do.
Hey, that's what's up. Geovonnie, thanks so much for coming on the live with me, man. I hope you have a great night.
All right, man. You guys take care.
Yeah, you too. All right, so check it out. Look, that was a great experience. I really enjoyed that. Look, if you are in the Discord, last spot in the lot, check it out. I just dropped the StreamYard link in the Discord. If you want to join me, I got like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes in me. Maybe Johnson's Logic will join. I don't know. Maybe Liz and Matt will hop in or something. I don't know. Maybe 10 counts in that live as well, in that Discord as well. So yeah, hey, look, if you are still interested in those 5 memberships, you are still free to continue commenting. It is more for me to count, but my counting skills are on point. So that's not really something you need to worry about. My counting skills are on point. You can double check it. I'm going to show y'all the actual number generation, if you will. PK, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I'm laying down, so it's a no-go for me. JDQ is not coming in. Barry, how you doing, man? Will JL stalk me if I have Trucker Path and leave my location on? Closed or no longer in service. Antics, that actually doesn't happen to me very often. I think I was probably supposed to ask Geovonnie that. I'm sorry. But we're the ones who update. So I don't know. That actually doesn't happen to me very often, though. Usually all the truck stops. I mean, for the most part, I'm stopping at these major chains. Every now and then I like the local places, man. They serve you breakfast in the morning. I mean, come on, man. You can't beat that. You really can't beat that. I don't have the nice New Balance shoes. Don't do that. So check it out. I'll give y'all a personal update real quick, and we'll give Ross a little bit more time. JL, Johnson's Logic Adventures with Johnson's Logic. We'll give him a little more time in case he wants to jump in on this. CB Trucking. I think he won one also too. Sorry, I'm looking at Discord and stuff. Little update. Truck went to the shop. What did he go to the shop for? Slack adjuster. My reverse light switch was stuck in the on position, so my reverse light was stuck on. That was pretty wild. What else happened? Something else, man. The invoice is close to me somewhere. It might be in my room. Oh, they found a wheel seal whenever they did the slack adjuster. That was it. Oh, and my hood. So it's basically something called a hood pivot assembly. You would imagine it just like this. And say, if it's like this, your hood closes down and it pivots on this here when you open your hood to do your, your pre-trip. So my hood pivot assembly. Liz, if you're still here, maybe you're wondering what happened with that. Because Liz I guess she did like a quick Google search. Good night, PK. See y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Christina going to count this for you. Don't be fronting. I thought about asking her, but I think I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to chill. I got to go get my truck inspected tomorrow, so while I sit there and wait on the inspector, maybe I'll count all the comments. Yeah, my hood pivot assembly broke. These things are like $1,500 brand new. So good hinge, yeah. So we got a chain on my truck now, though. My chain holds my hood from opening too far. We ain't going with all that $1,500. When he told me about that chain, bro, I was so happy. The hinge, it's basically the hinge. It's called a pivot assembly just because it's like made up of like 8 parts. But it's basically a hinge. In the South, yes, it's a hinge. You talking about the hinge? Yes, I'm talking about the hinge. I should give you a diamond for giving you the answer. Yeah, PK, we got 2 chains. We got one chain that stops the hood and one chain that's a backup. When he told me they put chains on my truck, I was like, thank you, so-and-so. David, his name's David. I was like, thank you, David. I said, I love you, man. Thank you. Like, don't nobody have time for no money for no pivot assembly, right? So that saved me a lot on the bill. So we're going to get back to work very soon. Got to go do an inspection tomorrow morning. Inspector's there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., roughly an hour away from my house. Got to go to Walmart, go shopping, pack the truck in, and I think I should be good after that. Free stuff, you say? Hey, Zot, you're basically putting yourself into the contest now. But hey, look, I'm coming up on the hour, and I'm tapping out. Hey, y'all, I really thank y'all for showing up at the live. I hope the content, like I hope the audio and the visual was pretty good tonight. Really enjoyed Geovonnie. Shout out to everybody who won a membership tonight. Really happy you won a membership. You're able to check out Trucker Path. Listen, just like we saw tonight, Trucker Path is user-driven. It is literally driven by truckers, and it's the 3rd largest navigation app available to us. I think that's awesome. Represents our community, right? Let's keep driving this app. Keep commenting, keep reviewing, keep recommending to other people, hey, you really need to download Trucker Path, okay? And I hope there's 5 other people in this live right now that's going to win a membership, or that at least was here. So I hope it's you. Listen, I'm checking out. You already know what the motto is. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard, find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe. It's all about why you believe it. Live free.